It's been a banner year for gold as people sought safety from the uncertainty driven by a global trade war. And with gold up more than 40% over the past year, the search is on for mining companies to find more. Joining me now is Quentin Mai, the CEO of gold mining company West Point Gold. Quentin, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for the invite.
You know, it's been an amazing run for gold this past year, up about 40%, as I mentioned. Interestingly, it's actually down around 2% this past week, despite all the uncertainty surrounding Israel and the U.S. trading military strikes with Iran. Typically, that would have been the sort of thing that we were seeing gold prices shoot up. What do you make of its short-term price movement of late?
Well, I think what we need to look at is that the long-term drivers of the gold price are very much intact. These are, I kind of call them short-term or kind of emotional events where you have these geopolitical drivers that may affect the price in one given day. But as you mentioned at the beginning, that the price of gold is up 40% this year, and the driving factors behind that are the deficit, interest rates, dollar weakness, trade tensions, inflation. Does not affect the long-term fundamentals, all of which are driving the central banks to shift purchases of U.S. treasuries into gold. Even the U.S. has imported reportedly 600 tons of gold in the first quarter of this year.
Right, so it sounds like your message to people who are interested in precious metals and gold in particular, but fear they may have missed it, your message is there's still upside there.
There's actually plenty of upside. We're actually, and I can say this pretty succinctly, we're at an inflection point in history right now where gold is now getting a foundation above 3,000. The gold companies across the board produce gold around $1,400 to $1,500 an ounce, all in costs. So when you're looking at a $2,000 price versus a $3,000 price, you can imagine there's a lot more money being made in the sector, which is attracting more money, which is actually going into the market to allow us to go in and make more discoveries and actually broaden the amount of production. Yeah,
you know, it's pretty fascinating. So your company, West Point Gold, is a mining company. You're sort of focused right now in the southwest of America. What's the key driver of progress in your industry? Is it using technology to sort of get smarter about where you dig holes, or is it about using technology to get the gold out of the ground cheaper?
Well, there's a bit of a blend going on there. There has been a transformation of the gold industry with the advent of heap leaching over the past 30 or 40, 50 years, which allows lower grade deposits to be produced, which we've seen in the Carlin trend in the U.S. That's been kind of the technological advancement. But just to quote President Trump, drill, baby, drill. That is old as the hills itself, and we've got to go out there and drill to make discoveries. And the best way to the best place to make discoveries is where gold has been mined before. And in the U.S., as you know, in the southwest part of the U.S., California, Nevada, Arizona, they've been mining for 150 plus years. So you're looking at these historic areas with modern technology, and there's a tremendous amount of upside potential which is being discovered right now.
Yeah, it's fascinating. We're looking at these sort of 3D topographical maps I took off your website, showing it spinning around, looking at where traditionally we found gold and where hopefully there's more to be found. Quentin Mai, I appreciate your time and your expertise. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much for the time. Have a great day.
You too.